Second case study, I am taking another case study of confirmatory factor analysis, and then I will take the structural model of this case study and another. So the next case study of I'm taking other scale, the scale name, that is the employee retention scale. दूसरी केस स्टडी में ले रहा हूँ. So perform the confirmatory factor analysis. सो स्ट्रक्चरल इक्वेशन मॉडलिंग को हम फाइनेंस में भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं अगर वेरिएबल क्रॉस सेक्शनल डेटा है, एंड देन इन मार्केटिंग एचआर में स्ट्रक्चरल इक्वेशन मॉडलिंग इजीली यूज़ कर सकते हैं. Now second is how to measure the employee retention. So there is a scale of employee retention scale construct and its indicator variable. Organizational commitment, first component, and there are four questions. Staying intention, 4 questions. Attitude towards workers, 4 questions. Environmental perception, 4 questions. Job satisfaction, 4 questions. And this is my confirmatory factor analysis measurement model. So for measuring the employee retention scale validity, first we find the validity of measurement model. So job satisfaction, organizational commitment, staying, ये देखिए सारी वैल्यूज हैं, ऑल दी 5 कंस्ट्रक्ट, एंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस 21 क्वेश्चंस हैं. तो 21 क्वेश्चंस के थ्रू हम लोग जो है इसको परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं. So I am showing you the SPSS sheet. So these are the total 17 questions, 21 questions. 21 questions हैं, देखिए हमारे पास all the 21 questions. ये questions हैं related to job satisfaction and employee retention. ये सारे questions हमने यहाँ पे 21 questions को सबसे पहले एक्सेल ये SPSS sheet में we will write all the questions and then enter our data. The total sample size of this case study totals 400 sample size. So 400 employees data we have collected for this study. It's a employee retention scale. Is it clear? Now I am drawing the path diagram of CFA measurement model. Now you can see. So there are 5 construct 1, second case study, then undo, duplicate, then third construct, 4 construct, and 5th construct. So how many indicator for construct 1? So check total questions. First construct 5 questions, then 4. Only one construct has 5 questions, and rest of the other 4 are 4 questions. So in the first indicator, I am adding the indicator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then rotate the indicators. So मैंने rotate indicators, and select all, and then move here. Okay. And then deselect all objects. From here we deselect all objects, and then draw covariance. So 1, 2, select all the 5, construct, and then use plugins. This is plugins draw covariance. Okay, this is now my now I will name all the construct and measured variables. So before it, I should select my file, deselect all, and then select file. Select data file. This is my data file. What is the file name? Kuchetra HB80 new. It's a case study of Hare Anderson book. And then okay, after okay, this. Is it clear? Now naming all the construct. So this is my all the variables.
Sir, I have one query here.
Yes.
I have one query here. Yes, why only the value of 1 is coming on one arrow?
Why? Which one? अच्छा
Only
ये वाला
on one arrow, the value of 1 is coming.
हाँ समझ गया देखिए before by default actually it's a with respect to this value, it's a fixed value, so by default it comes. So this is a fixed value, with respect to this we will get all the other values. तो ये जो है fixed value के respect में we will get all the values, both unstandardized and standardized value. So in case of standardized value, then there is no issue of 1, because all the values we will get between -1 to +1. But for unstandardized purpose, we fix the 1 value, so that we can compare the other value greater than of 1 or not. Okay, so ये इसका पर्पज होता है कि जो अनस्टैंडर्डाइज्ड जो वैल्यू आएंगी विद रेस्पेक्ट टू 1, वेदर इट इज ग्रेटर देन दिस और लोअर देन दिस, सो वी कैन कंपेयर इफ अनदर आइटम regression coefficient 1.25, it means it is greater than the this one. तो इसमें ये फिक्स बाय डिफॉल्ट भी होता है, ये एसपीएसएस में हम लोग नहीं करते हैं, इट्स ए रूल ऑफ थंब टू परफॉर्म दी this CFA. Okay, देखिए कर्सिव और ये क्या लिखा, कर्सिव और रिकर्सिव. कर्सिव कौन सा मॉडल होता है जसविंदर? जसविंदर कहाँ है जसविंदर? आवाज.
यस सर.
ये कर्सिव मॉडल कौन सा होता है?
सर नो सर, वंदना शर्मा मैम वांट टू नो. नहीं,
कर्सिव तो कोई मॉडल होता ही नहीं है बेटा. नो रिकर्सिव होता है एंड सेकंड इज नॉन रिकर्सिव.
यस सर.
हाँ, कर्सिव एंड नॉन रिकर्सिव. देखो कर्सिव मैं फिर से एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूँ.
यस सर, आई नो सर, समझ आ गया था मुझे.
अच्छा,
ये तो मैं वंदना मैम ने क्वेश्चन किया था तो मैंने उसका रिप्लाई दे दिया, वो जानना चाहते हैं.
अच्छा, वंदना जानना चाहती है. वंदना, वंदना कहाँ है? वंदना आवाज नहीं आ रही वंदना की.
सर एक्चुअली आई वांट टू नो नॉन रिकर्सिव, नॉट रिकर्सिव.
हाँ,
नॉन रिकर्सिव.
अब समझ में आ गया आपके या नहीं?
हाँ जी सर, जसविंदर को मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग हो गई. आई वांट टू नो नॉन रिकर्सिव.
हाँ कोई बात नहीं, तो वो हमने बता दिया. नॉन रिकर्सिव देखिए.
हाँ जी सर, मैंने सुन लिया. आई कंप्लीटली अंडरस्टैंड नाउ.
ठीक,
थैंक यू सर.
ओके, तो अब देखिए, अब हम बात कर रहे थे इसका. आप लोग प्रैक्टिस भी कर रहे हो साथ साथ या नहीं? हेलो, मैं कह रहा हूँ प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो आप एमओएस पर या नहीं?
यस सर.
ओके, ठीक. देखिए इसके बाद आफ्टर दैट now we need to add all the values in these indicators. So what should we do? So we go to view and then interface properties, and after interface properties miscellaneous, and untick this display variable. Untick display variable and apply, and after apply, okay. Now I am the transferring all the values JS1, JS2, JS3, JS4 and JS5. But before it we should write the name of this construct. So we right click, objective properties, and then left and write the name of this construct. The construct name is job satisfaction. So I am copying this and pasting here variable name, the pasting, and this the size, font size it is, so I can take it less, like the font size 10. Okay. Now the second construct name, the construct name organizational commitment. So copy it, and after copy this the paste in a variable name, and then the font size 10, it would be much better. And the third name, that is third name is staying intention, copy this, and then after copying this the font size I am changing because its size high. Now the fourth construct name environmental perception. So just copy and paste here, and then resize font size, resize 10, and the last component of this model, attitude towards co-workers, so attitude toward co-workers, and then resize so that it can fit inside the oval shape. Okay. Now after that, then we can resize this also. Right click, the size is 18, so we can take 12. But then now it is looking good. So 12, resize 12. Okay, so we can resize only font size. Then select organizational commitment OC1. So OC1, OC2, OC3, OC4. Okay, and then resize object properties, size 12, then 12, 12, and then third measured variable OC3, 12, 12, and then staying intention. There are four variables: SI1, SI2, SI3, SI4. ये आपका आ गया 12, and then second item, then third item, fourth item, then select EP1. EP1 means environmental perception 1, environment perception 2, environmental perception 3, environmental perception, and then attitude towards co-workers, AC1, AC2, AC3, AC4, and then right click, resize font size, the 12. Okay, now the third item, then fourth item, then second item. Then after this we need to draw the value of unobserved variables, these E1, E2, E3, E4. How will we do? So we will use plugins. Okay, go to plugins, although you can do it manually also, but we should use these plugins. Name unobserved. How many unobserved? 21. So name unobserved, ये आ गया. So you can resize, we can do resize also. कुछ अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, outside the circle जा रहे हैं, so it takes only 2-3 minutes to resize on the error term. Then E5, it is very easy. आपके पास डेटा सेट होना चाहिए. डेटा सेट, आई हैव गिवन यू दिस डेटा सेट, so you can perform. तो ये परफॉर्म इजीली कर सकते हैं. It is very easy. Then E10, E12, E13, E14, E16, E17. So first of all, we draw our measurement model, and after that we analyze our model. तो इसमें कोई बहुत ज़्यादा वर्क नहीं है, बड़ा इजी है. इट इज़ वेरी इजी टू यूज़ दिस. और एक दो पेपर आपने अगर लिख लिया तो फिर उसके बाद प्रैक्टिस हो जाएगी. देखिए, now after drawing this model, measurement model, now analyze it. So the analysis property, so I'm just pressing it, and after that the analysis property, the minimization history, it's optional, and then standardized estimates, squared multiple correlation, and then output standardized estimates and squared multiple correlation, and then close it. The third step, the calculate estimates. So I am calculating, so calculate हो गया. तो ये मैं इसका CFA1 नाम दे देता हूँ. CFA मैंने पहले वाले मॉडल को नाम दिया, तो ये CFA1, एंड देन सेव. अब देखिए ये मेरा मॉडल ड्रॉ हो गया. मॉडल ड्रॉ, दिस इज माय मॉडल. You can see this model. ये मेरा अनस्टैंडर्ड जो फॉर्म है, अनस्टैंडर्ड. योर क्वेश्चन वाज कि अनस्टैंडर्ड में हमने जो 1 फिक्स किया है, विद रेस्पेक्ट टू 1 वी कैन टेक ऑल दी वैल्यूज लाइक 0.9, 0.101, 0.9, 0.92, 0.103. It means some unstandardized regression coefficient greater than 1 and some less than 1. Okay. अब इसके बाद जो है, but we report our results in standardized form. So these are the value 0.745, 0.73. So we can see all the values in a output. So here you can see view text. View text. When I press it, so you can see this. The time analysis history means 3 August 2001, time 12:29. Okay, and then same as it's a recursive model. Recursive model means there is only one arrow, there is no loop or feedback. Okay, so sample size is 400. Variable observed endogenous. Observed means measured variable or questions, whatever questions we are taking in our study. Observed, and endogenous means it is dependent. And means the arrow from job satisfaction to job satisfaction 1. So the JS1, JS2, all the 21 items are endogenous. Endogenous variable. And observed means the observed variable means the measured variable or indicators or questions. So we have taken 17 questions to perform this model. Then second is unobserved. Unobserved means 21 error term and 5 construct. So job satisfaction, organization commitment, staying intention, environmental perception, attitude towards co-workers, and error term 21, E1 to 21. So all are unobserved and exogenous. Exogenous means independent. So these are independent because arrow from job satisfaction to JS1, arrow from E1 to this. So this is independent E1 and JS1 is dependent variable. Okay. Then the number of variable in your model 47. So yes, we can calculate 47. So E1 to E21, 21. JS1 to AS4, 21. 21 and 22, 21 and 21, 42. 42 and 5 construct. Total number of variable in our model 47. Number of observed variable means number of questions 21. So JS1, JS2 total and till AC4 total 21 observed variable, and then number of unobserved variable 26. How? 21 error term E1, E2, E3 and 5 construct. So total 26 E1, E2, E3 construct. Job satisfaction, organizational commitment, staying intention, environmental perception, attitude towards co-workers, all are the unobserved. The total unobserved, how many variables? 26. Number of exogenous variables, same, the 26, because unobserved variable are exogenous variable. Exogenous means independent variable. Independent E1, E2, E3 all are independent. Job satisfaction, organizational commitment, all the 5 are the exogenous. Number of endogenous means 21. Endogenous means dependent, because arrow from this job satisfaction to JS1. So all the measured variable in a rectangle are endogenous variable. So total how many? 21. You can count the 21 variables. So 21. Now parameter history fixed, how many point fixed? 26. How? 26. So unstandardized, this 26. So 21 regression coefficient with error term and 1 each. So 21 plus 5, 26. So 26 weight. Unlabeled 16. How? These 4 unlabeled, because 1 labeled fixed point. So 4 are unlabeled, plus 3 7, plus 3 10, plus 3 13, plus 3 16. So sorry, 12, 16. The total unlabeled 16 and total weight 42. And how many covariances? 10. You can count 1, 2, 3 covariance, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Variance 26. How? The total of E1, E2, 21 and 5 variances each construct. Total 26, and then you can total all the parameters. Then the number of distinct variable, that is 231, and estimated this. So degree of freedom 179 and the chi-square value 239.08. C-mean by degree of freedom means 239 by 179. So it will be less than 2, which is good for us. Then estimates, regression estimates, all the variables are significant. JS2, JS3, all the p values are less than 0.05. So all item reliability, there is no issue. All the items are significantly or contributing. Now the standardized regression coefficient. So through this table we prepared our another table, that is this table. So in the regression coefficient, all the values should greater than 0.714. So but some values are less than 0.683, 0.706. It doesn't mean that our model is not fit, because we will check the convergent validity by using average variance extracted method. So here some values are less than 0.714, 0.714, 0.583. Okay, so we will prepare our table like this. This is my original table, and from this these are the values. Okay, 0.741. When we take the square of each factor loading and add and then divide by number of items, we obtain the average variance extracted, that is 52%. Second construct 56%, third construct 67%, fourth construct 60.2%, and 67.2. So same method we applied here to find the average variance extracted. Then after that, the correlation, it's an inter construct correlation, job satisfaction correlated with organizational commitment, that is positive correlation. So 0.207. So this table we use for finding or estimating the discriminant validity of a measurement model. So here we can find the discriminant validity of our model. This is the discriminant validity of a model. Now this is the validity. The discriminant validity of this model, in the principal diagonal all the values are greater than 0.5, and off diagonal values squared inter-construct correlation less than the average variance extracted. So all the values are less than average variance extracted, so there is no issue of a discriminant validity. My model is good. Okay, so this is about the discriminant validity. Now the second thing, the model fit. Model fit means the whether my model goodness of fit is good or not. So there are 5 things. One, we find the C mean by degree of freedom. C mean by degree of freedom means it is the value of the chi-square to 39.038 and divided by 179 degree of freedom. So what is the value? 1.3, which is good. It should be less than 2. So it is good because our C mean by degree of freedom less than 2, 1.335. Now second, the absolute fit index, incremental fit index, and parsimonious fit index, we find the values. So here the GFI, it is 0.948, it is good. So and second is the TLI value, Tucker-Lewis index, or CFI, comparative fit index, its value also good because greater than 0.95. Although if it is greater than 0.90, if my sample size more and number of variables are large, then we can take the value of goodness of fit index 0.9. PNFY value, parsimonious normed fit index value, again it is 0.806, which is less than the cutoff value. But इसको हम ले सकते हैं cutoff value. मैंने so I have shown you the table of this table. तो ये जो table एक दी book है, Hare Anderson का book through, so you can give the supporting document. Why did you take this less value? So we can give the supporting document. And last is one is badness of fit index. So badness of fit index, RMSEA, root mean square error approximation, it should be less than 0.08. If it is less than 0.08, it is treated as good. So our value 0.029. So there is no issue of the measurement model validity. Once we find the steps of the model, there are 5 stages. There are 6 stages. Now we find the measurement model validity in fourth stage. But I told you, when we find our model is valid, then we move to specify the structural model. Now I'm checking the previous case study theory of plant behavior, and I am specifying the structural model. So my structural model, that is this is my structural model. This one is structural. So once my measurement model validity good, then we specify this. We identify from this model which one is exogenous construct and which one is endogenous construct. So through literature review, we can prepare we can specify our structural model. So there is no problem to specifying the model, because theory also give us idea how to specify our structural model, and some literature review. Through literature review, we can also specify our structural model, and we can identify the exogenous and endogenous construct. Okay. So this is my the attitude, the theory of plant behavior. So I will draw this model in a SPSS, MOS, and then run the model, and again I will find the structural model validity. And there are 2 approaches to find the structural model validity. One method, the goodness of fit indices. So there are 5 values. One value, C mean by degree of freedom, should be less than 2. Second, absolute fit index, incremental fit index, parsimonious fit index. All the values should above, theoretically above 0.95, and other value, badness of fit index, fifth value, RMSEA, it should be less than 0.08. If all the values above the cutoff value, then we can say our model is good. Then we find the construct validity again. Although we have found in the measurement model, but we also report our result of structural model validity. Okay, so again we find the construct validity and reliability. And how will we find the construct validity and reliability? The construct validity we find or estimate through convergent validity, discriminant validity. And there are 3 methods to find the convergent validity. One is standardized regression coefficient or factor loading. Standardized factor loading. Standardized means the value would be between -1 to +1, between -1 and +1. And second is average variance expected. Its value should be greater than 0.5 or 50%. And third, construct reliability. Its value should be greater than 70% or above 0.7. So we find the construct validity and reliability through Cronbach alpha. By using Cronbach alpha, we find the the validity. Through Cronbach alpha, we find the reliability of our research instrument. So each instrument construct we transfer in a SPSS, and then find the reliability of each construct also. And then after this the discriminant validity. So in a principal diagonal, we take all the values of average variance expected of 5 construct, and off diagonal means squared inter-construct correlation, and off diagonal values should be less than the principal diagonal values, means average variance value से कम होना चाहिए. तो अब देखिए, अब मैं जो है इसमें बिल्कुल वैसा ही है जैसा हम इसमें करते हैं, कोई उसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अब देखिए CFA ना, देखिए दिव्या का क्वेश्चन है एंडोजीनियस मींस डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल. यस, एंडोजीनियस मींस डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल. देखिए मैंने नाउ आई हैव कंप्लीटेड माय CFA और मेजरमेंट मॉडल. If you have any query related to CFA or measurement model, then you can ask me. और इसके बाद जो है फिर मैं स्ट्रक्चरल इक्वेशन मॉडलिंग पर जाता हूँ. फिर उसमें कॉन्सेप्ट सेम है, बट अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है आपका, नाउ यू कैन आस्क मी. जो अभी तक मैंने पढ़ाया है उसके कुछ क्वेश्चन आप लेना चाहें तो ले सकते हैं. आप लोग मेरी आवाज सुन पा रहे हैं?
यस सर, ऑडिबल.
हाँ, तो मैं वही वो कह रहा हूँ कि अगर कोई क्वेश्चंस आपको मेजरमेंट मॉडल या कंफर्मेटरी फैक्टर एनालिसिस या एक्सप्लोरेटरी फैक्टर एनालिसिस से रिलेटेड अगर कोई पूछना चाहें तो पूछ सकते हैं. फिर उसके बाद मैं जो है आगे बढ़ूंगा, स्ट्रक्चरल इक्वेशन मॉडलिंग को टेस्ट करूँगा. कोई क्वेश्चन है? हाँ बोलिए.
Sir, how to compute the off diagonal value? We should be less than original values. Original value.
ठीक. ये अच्छा क्वेश्चन, समझ गया. बिल्कुल सही क्वेश्चन आपने पूछा. How will we find the off diagonal values? देखिए ये जो हमारे पास now the estimates, ठीक है ना, the output, ये आ गया हमारे पास output of AMOS graphic. For example, we want to find the off diagonal values of all inter-construct correlation की जो value है. So the correlation means job satisfaction and organizational commitment. So what is, so here inter-construct correlation is given. Inter-construct means job satisfaction one construct and organizational commitment another construct. So what is the value of this? 0.207. Now I am using the calculator because I need to square of this value. So square of this value, how will I square of this value? So what is the value? 0.207. 0.207 and then square. So what is the value? 0.042. तो मैंने यहाँ पे क्या कर दिया, वैल्यू 0.042. ठीक है, ये अप्रोक्सीमेशन ना है, कोई इसमें दिक्कत नहीं है. नाउ स्टेइंग इंटेंशन एंड जॉब सेटिस्फेक्शन. सो स्टेइंग इंटेंशन and job satisfaction. Staying intention and job satisfaction. What is the value? 0.232. It's a correlation. When I square of this, क्या नाम है, जब मैं इसको स्क्वायर करता हूँ तो what is the value? 0.238. 0.232 and square. So what is the value? 0.053. So यहाँ से मैनुअली मैंने कैलकुलेट करके 0.0523. इसी तरीके से सारी जो ऑफ डायगोनल वैल्यूज हैं वो मैं यहाँ पर पुट कर दूंगा. तो हिमानी, आपको आंसर मिल गया है, समझ में आ गया है?
Thank you sir. Yes sir.
ठीक है.